live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today. Okay, good evening, guys. 17,000 on the volume, 5.25. We're back to quiet times. No big deal. You know what? That's going to give us time to take a look at the daily chart in depth and see, compare these pullbacks to what we've been having since all the way back in April. It does look more significant, definitely, even compared to this big one here. But we are going to take a look at that. We're going to be running the giveaway game as well. Let's get that warm-up message. No, that's a little bit long. That's wrong. Starboy. And what time is it there now? I mean, I could Google it, but you're right there. I'm curious. Yeah, I was really curious. You're saying it's so late. It's so late. We have people from, where do we have people from? South Africa. They also had a huge time difference with us. Okay, let's get this message. I'm really curious. So what time is it there right now for you? It's 6:47. Wait, I'm going to guess. I'm going to go with 1. I was close. I was close. Before I looked, my chat's over there. I was looking at my time here, 6:47. I added 7 hours. You're 6 hours ahead. Okay. No kidding, eh? And that's amazing. I always find that amazing that we get people trading the American markets from all over the world. But you know what? That's where the volatility is, right? I would be doing the same thing. I would be doing the same thing if I was on the moon. Okay, let's change that warm-up message. Let's get the game picture going. Bring it down a little bit. It's way too big. We don't want it that big. We are going to be playing the giveaway game. The evening giveaway game is going to be for the Bullinox accounts. Sorry. And the daytime game this week around is for the Taurus Arena account. Let's change that, lock that in place. This we don't need. Delete. Yes, this. I know so many things to do. It's like being an engineer. It's like being a TV show engineer. Omnius is joining us this evening. What other thing do I need to change? I need to change that. There you go. Regular tonight's qualifier will be in. That's perfect. And the warm-up message. And then we're done. Properties. Warm-up game. Next qualifier, not last qualifier. Futures floor. Can you explain to me how does the giveaway work? Omnius Trades can call Elon. I can be the first. Yeah, definitely. You know what? That's something you should actually... Maybe you're the first person. I thought you were going to say on Mars. But, hey, Skeletor, what's happening? I was thinking you were going to say Mars. Before, as I was reading it, call Elon. I can be the first futures trader from Mars. How does the qualifier work exactly? How does the giveaway game work exactly? You enter the qualifying game like we had this morning. We had 4 of them. 4 of them? 5 of them? I don't even remember. The winners, only the winners, advance to the finals at the end of the week. And the winner of the finals walks away with the account. But like I said, you know, we got tons of accounts to give away. You know, it's just that the community is small now. You know, so we can't just be throwing them away. That's not throwing away, wrong words. We can't be giving them away to the same players over and over again. The companies don't want that. You know, like, you know, we talked about that. We addressed that issue and we said, look, I have a small community now, you know. But we are going to run multiple instances of the giveaway game, and they said, "Look, you know, you can't tell us to give 7 accounts to one player in the week. You know, that's not right." So we do agree with that. So for now, we have to slow it down. We have to throttle it a bit. They're okay giving the accounts, but they're not okay giving the accounts to the same people all the time. That's the problem. So we gotta stretch it out a little bit right now. But we do have a large suitcase of accounts that we got to give away. It's too bad that we don't have a bigger community. We could do it quicker. Next, qualifier starts when we have 8 players. Not 15. 8 lucky players. Okay. You know what? Warm-up game. That's vague. I get it. What does that mean, warm-up game? Properties. Currently. There we go. Currently a warm-up game. Now we understand. Currently. There we go. Let's get it large. Like the comment. Like content. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. Smash the reactions. Get those reactions on fire, baby. You know what? If I have those up, I can't analyze the daily. I do want to give a look at the daily. So we're going to close those for now. Amnius was talking about it a while ago, and I said to myself, I made a note, and I said I want to take a look at the daily. Let's take a look at the pullbacks we had on the daily since this rally started at 17,000 back in April. First one, 19,861. We got down to 18,132. What is that? 19,8. Boom, 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 boom. 19,8 all the way down to 18,1. That's 1,700 points. These were smaller. These are probably about 1,000. How big was this one right here where my cursor is? 24.1 down to 23. So that's 1,100 points. This is 24.3 down to 23.2. About approximately 24.3, 23.2. That's 1,100 points. Here's a larger one. 25.360. Down to, let's say, 24,160 approximately. That's 1,200 points and what we've had. So the biggest one was the first one at 1,700 points. And let's just go with 26,350 all the way down to 23,900. 23, what was that? 26,350? No, I think it was higher than that. It's true. It's 26,400. That's 2,400, 2,500 points. Which platform would the 50K be? Fire, baby. He's red fire, baby. Platform. Bullinox. The evening is Bullinox. You have a choice between Project X until February and Ninja Trader through Rhythmic. As far as I know with Bullinox, unless they make any recent changes. I didn't see them as a coming up Ninja Trader prop candidate. So I'm going to go with just regular Ninja Trader with Rhythmic after February 26th. That's Bullinox. And Taurus Arena is Volumetrica, which is a very interesting platform. Fun to learn, fun to trade with. I like Volumetrica. It's kind of like a mix between Ninja Trader and TradingView. So that's a real fun platform to trade with. They have Volsys. They also have support for Quantower. Maybe a few other ones. As the days progress, we might get some updates. There was deep charts. I think they also have access for deep charts. And the funny thing is, because I would love the account, should be a Forex eval. Yeah, I love Project X too. It is my favorite. It is my favorite. I am so sad what's happening. Well, I guess we'll just look. We still get to trade it. We get to trade it with TopStep. I have a TopStep X account, so I still get to trade it. But the problem is, TopStep doesn't allow me a lot of accounts. And you know what else doesn't allow me a lot of accounts? My son. He only wants me to have one with TopStep X because there's a limit to how many accounts a household can have, and he wants to. I think Top Step allows 5, and he wants 4 of them for himself. So that limits me there as well. So I need a trade copy, and what I'm going to do is tomorrow I think I'm going to practice. I'm going to trade a little bit with Tradevate, because my accounts with Apex are with Tradevate. So I can access the Tradevate either through NinjaTrader, or I can access the accounts through Tradevate directly. So I'm going to try that. I'm curious to try out their trade copier. And yeah, I think we're going to, Starboy, I think we're going to start looking into some of these Forex companies. Definitely. I mean, yeah, Forex. It's not exactly Forex. I think more I'm going to call it CFDs. Might be a little bit wrong. Mostly, though, I think they're CFDs. Yeah, Forex. They're primarily focused on Forex, but you do also have access, I think, with most of them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you do have access to gold, to silver, to crypto, to oil, to the indexes, to the DAX. I think you still have access to all those. I think you're trading through MT4, MT5, you're trading with cPanel, and I think they give you access to those. I remember seeing folders with actually that's where they keep the symbols in a folders list. At least that's the way I had it organized on my computer way back in the day, and there were always folders for to pull out SP King. Yeah, okay, so there you go. What's the difference if you trade NAS on NQ over here? And you know what? I love the charts on MT4. They're much better. They're much smoother. You don't get wicked out as much. Okay, let's get some not qualifiers, but let's load up let's get the player setup going. Everyone's here to play the giveaway game. Let's get 8 players going. We'll do the first one. I know Omnius can't win. Let's take a poll. Let's take a poll. Start a poll. Who doesn't like a poll? Can Omnius win an account in the evening session, since he is not streaming? 77 out of 100. Start poll. And here's the funny thing. Sure. You want to know the craziness? He won last week. I'm sitting there what was it, Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night, because that's the end of the evening session. Obviously, there's no Friday night session. I'm watching the balls, and he makes a streak for the winning pit. I said, oh, fuck, everyone's going to think this is fixed. Yeah, he won last week. I still haven't given him his code. We're still debating it. Maybe. There's no maybe vote. It was funny, though. Yeah, no, I honestly, I don't know. I felt a little uncomfortable. I can say honestly, I felt a little uncomfortable with that. It does look no, I won't say shady. That's the wrong word, but you know, it's kind of like having a giveaway for a car at a car dealership, and it goes to the boss's son, and the guy says, well, we did make the giveaway at night, and my son only works in the daytime, so, I think I would still say, hey, not fair. Omnius. Okay, has anyone typed in giveaway game? Did I miss anything? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. That's always great. Giveaway, Omnius Trades, Fire Baby. Who do you trade your Starboy? Instant or eval? Instant funding? No, I don't have any instant fundings yet. They only give us evals. Sorry about that. Instant fundings are cool, eh? When you can do instant funding giveaways. When we're giving instant funding giveaways, we know we made it. Yeah, who do you trade your Forex with? I think because you were saying that you want us to look into a couple of Forex firms. I was thinking Top One Trader. Not Top One Futures, but Top One Trader, actually. I think that was one of the firms. And again, I'm going to say it again. I don't remember the name of the firm that Garland Trader is with. SP King. SP King. I love that. That makes me laugh. I am speaking right now. Omnius is there. What about Funded Next? You know what? I think that's it. I think it's Funded Next that he's with. Okay, let me make a note of that. I'll look. It doesn't have to be Top One Futures. I just know they got a little aggressive in the space. And the reason why I was saying that is because when they get aggressive in the space with their promotions and their marketing, they're usually throwing giveaway accounts at the YouTubers. So, but Funded Next may be doing the same thing. I'm just not sure about it. I have to look into it. So I did make a note for Forex firms. This is my speaking. Was Skeletor here yet? I don't remember. Starboy, I know it's a little late where you are, but type in exclamation mark giveaway. So just in case you have to go. Hey, way to go, Skeletor. Yeah, just in case you have to go. Funded Next. Let me write that down. Just in case you have to go, at least you'll still be in the next qualifier. You know, if it gets tired and stuff, you get tired because once you type it and you take off, you're still in. At least for the next one. When you become an OG like Skeletor, well, then you get then you get more exceptions. You're in for the whole day. Maybe you can go check a match to see all the account there. Yeah, there's a couple of giveaway. SP King, you're in already there. I got the SP King. I got Skeletor, Omnius. Add a player. I'm pretty sure Starboy's. I was going to say I'm going to add Starboy now because I'm pretty sure I'm going to save and apply 5. I'm pretty sure we'll get him to. And you know what? You made me really curious. Do I have a browser open? I want to go see who Garland Trader talks about. He's probably even have it. Probably even has it in his thumbnails. I probably don't even have to go far to look. You guys know Garland Trader? He trades a lot of ICT. He has his own setups, his own entries. A lot of them are time-based. Very interesting. I like it. And it's also Forex, actually. He trades the currency pairs. I don't know which currency pairs he trades, but he does trade the currency pairs. So, it's funny. What did we say it was? So the pullback in April, the first one was the deepest one. I just want to bring that up again. I think that was 1,700 points. Yep. And now we just had one that was 2,400, 2,500 points. So 816.24, about 50% deeper. Still nothing too, mostly pound. Who did I say? Garland. Oh, should have typed in Garland Trader. I'm getting flowers. I'm getting a whole bunch of videos on garlands. Making a Christmas garland. Garland flowers. Garland Trader. There we go. Garland Trader exposed. Why is every trader exposed? This scalping strategy works every day. You got to write those things, otherwise people won't click. But no scalping strategy works every day. Maybe this scalping strategy gives you a setup every day, but I don't think it works every day. Garland Trader. Let's just make sure my volume is turned off in case he has music. I don't want to get a copyright strike and have to deal with that. Videos. Wow, he looks younger in his latest thumbnails. One is with hair and one was no hair. Kind of looks better with no hair. Looks younger with no hair than he does with hair. It's so easy. This boring scalping strategy made my first 100,000. Start with $100. Have you guys seen the commercials on YouTube that says you only need to start with $20? I mean, it's kind of true if they're talking about prop firms. Exposed. Everyone's exposed. I think one day there's going to be futures floor exposed. Omnius exposed. Garland trade, yeah. Omnius exposed. Do you recommend using micros to stay consistent on a 100K or switch to a full contracts to grow? I only can tell you what I would do or what I think I would. You know what the best thing is? I tell people what I would advise my boys, because both my boys, I have two boys who trade also. Two boys, they're in their 20s. What would I advise them? I would advise them to cut the allowed drawdown into, for the daily loss, minimum 10 pieces. So on a 100K account, I would say if they give you 4,500, I'm not sure. I don't think you want to lose more than $450. So if you take you asked if I would trade full contracts. Contracts. Which instrument? I'm going to assume you meant NQ. NQ, 1 mini, $20. If you're setting your PDLL at $400, let's say, 1/10 of your total loss, you really only allow yourself to lose 20 points. It's not a lot. The problem is with those 100K accounts, you have to make double what you're allowed to lose. And that's what puts stress on traders. They say, shit, yeah, I cut my pie into 10 pieces, but I got to make 20 pieces to reach my target. And it's discouraging because it's 2 to 1. That's why I always recommend staying with the 50Ks or the 25Ks. I think the 25K is always 1 to 1 in the futures industry. It's 1,500 for 1,500. Think about it, guys. It's not a 50K account. It's not a 100K account. That's marketing. That's marketing. They can call it a $400 billion account. They can call it anything they want. They give you 4,500 to lose, I think, on the 100K account. It's a 4.5K balance you have to work with. The 100K is nothing. That's a name. It's only a name because they didn't want to call it the Blumenthal account or the Square Trader account or any name they would have wanted to come up with. It's irrelevant. It's just a name. And think about it. You have 4,500 to work with, and if your target is 7,000, you have to make more than 150%. Do you know if you do that in a year, you're a superstar and you would be on the cover of Time magazine? And we're trying to do it, and we're putting pressure on ourselves to do it within a week or 2 weeks. Do you know how overly aggressive we're trading and how over leveraged we're actually trading, how irresponsible this style of trading actually is? It's like driving at 500 miles an hour, 600 miles an hour. Seriously. What's a good return for a money manager? First off, it's just beating the S&P. Most of them can't even make any return. They're negative on the year, as far as I heard. I don't know. I don't really research it too much. And if someone does like 20% back to back, 30% in a year, back to back, put 5 years together of 30% in a year. 30% year one, 30% year two, 30% year three. For 5 years, you're a golden boy. You're a golden boy. They're putting you on a chariot and they're lifting you up on their shoulders. That's 30% in a year. That's less than 3% per month. Now take your $4,500 and multiply that by 3%. 10% would be 400. 1% is 40. That's making $120 in a month on your 100K account. That makes you a hero. And we're trying to make $7,000 on that $4,500 in the month. And repeat that month after month. Trying to make 7 times 12, what is that? $84,000 on a $4,000 pot that we have to risk in a year. The numbers are insanely stupid. But yet we put that pressure on ourselves, which again brings me back to the point. The numbers are insanely stupid in the 50K account also, but at least it's easier because it's almost one-to-one. I mean, some of them are $2,000 end of day drawdown. You have to reach $3,000. It's 1.5 to 1. But most of them, most of the trailings are 2,500. And if you cut your PI, your PDLL, your personal daily loss limit to $250, $300 for the day, you're not concerned about trailing drawdown, really. It's a non-issue. Hey, Joker. Joker's another OG. Joker gets a free entry. He doesn't. I'm not even going to make him type exclamation giveaway. But of course, if you want to, Joker, I won't complain. Joker. I used to stream in the evenings with Joker trades. Joker, you're not going to believe it. I kid you not. My son, who trades ICT, has given me a few crash courses, some tutoring. Can you believe it? The student tutoring the coach. A little bit of private one-on-one, and I'm starting to look into, well, I kind of created my own buy and sell models. Look, of course, I always said everyone has to. You can't just go straight from it. I took what he taught me and I molded it. Cashier. Hey, Cashier. Boy, these names that YouTube is doing now with the Z1I, it's very annoying. Hey, Cashier, type in exclamation mark giveaway. We're almost ready to run the first one. Add a player. I'm sure Cashier is going to type in, and the stupid thing that it puts in stress in typing past one day. Yeah, I know. Woodchip, way to go. We got Woodchip in here. We got Joker. Woodchip, another OG. Actually, no, Woodchip isn't another OG. Just so you guys know, everybody say hi to Woodchip. Woodchip is the OG. Just to let you know. He was the guy that stuck with me right in the beginning. Mr. Number One. And a friend. I can definitely say a friend. Right in the beginning, Woodchip. Number one. Hey, Futures Floor. Hey, Woodchip. It was him keeping me company while I was talking to myself most of the time. Keeping me sane. So I had someone to talk to. I had conversation. Very much appreciated. Okay. Can Omnius win an account in the evening session since he's not streaming? No, 62%. Omnius. Yeah, no, I also don't think that's Cashier. Let's go, Cashier. Let's get in a giveaway. There we go. We're ready to run. Anybody else? Type it in because I'm running it. Even though me and Omnius are in there. Add a player. I will explain how it works. Cash IER. Cashier. Save and apply. I'll explain how it works, guys. OG's in the house. Yeah, definitely. I love it. This is a qualifying round, guys. You know what? Let me run it while I talk. Who the hell has to wait while I'm talking, eh? It's kind of like at a wedding when someone's giving you a speech and you tell them, okay, shut up. I don't want to hear a speech. I like peg color black. Let's make it a little dark. And I like smaller pegs. And that's enough for now. Apply settings. Go. We will run it. Let me change the... Oh, the game's not even up. Nobody told me. Transform. Stretch the screen. I don't have any trades to do right now, right? There's nothing. I didn't even look at the 1 minute. Nobody's on the giveaway. Okay, before I click the button, guys, this is a qualifier. We have that in the... What do we call it? In the scroll text on the bottom. Why is that happening? That's not supposed to be happening. Shift. Nope, that's not supposed to be happening. Okay, you're not participating. You're not helping me out there. This is a qualifier for... What's the last day? That's the last evening. Thursday. You know what? I don't know. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to have to look. I'm not sure which day the evening session finishes this week because of Thanksgiving. But whatever it is, fire, I know. Shut up. I'm doing that wedding speech thing again. So this is a qualifier. Whoever gets in, and we'll run 3 of them today, gets in on the qualifier, the last one for the week. The last one of the week, obviously, is the one that gives away the account. Starboy's flirting with danger already. So was Joker, but he worked his way away, as did Starboy. Oh, let's see. I don't see any of those. I don't see the walls changing colors. Why is the wall becoming impenetrable? See what happens when you code your own thing. Guys, I think we're going to have to start over. I have a wall that you can't break through. There is a resistance at the market that no traders can break through. It's not changing colors. Apply settings. Sorry. Yeah. The wall is impenetrable. Hey, in the market, sometimes you can't get through the resistance. That just means you guys stay on one side of the market. Let me change. That doesn't even make sense, though, actually. But let me just do a quick check here, because I changed it in the morning. Oh, yes. We did an extra qualifier with 15 players. I made it a little bit more difficult to get through. That's what happened. Each breakout brick requires 7 touches to eventually... Let's get it back to 3. You know what? Let's make it 2. Just to cancel, file, save. Shit. Apply. Hold on, I gotta write down the names. In the meantime, I gotta write down the names because I have to do a refresh. SP King. It's like I'm taking your order at a restaurant. Skeletor, Starboy, Wood, Joker, Cashier. Okay, let me know if anybody... F5, F5. Let's go down. We won't change that. Let's just change the names. You guys have been more than patient. My cat just jumped up. No. Skeletor, you're in. Joker, you're in. Woodchip, you're in. Leave me alone. Add player, add player, add player. SP King, Starboy, and Cashier. And then we're going SP King, Star, Boy, Cashier. Save and apply. Let's just pick up the speed a little bit here on the game. Okay, you guys are going to go through this one really fast for your patience. Normally, I don't set it this fast. Apply settings, close, fire. We're going to fly through that wall. Before you... Smooth operator. Oh, come on. We apply settings. Hold on. We got to get smooth operator in. He's here. He just made it in. I missed it. You guys didn't tell me. Nobody screamed. Smooth operator, add a player. Smooth. Well, whoever stopped out, you're getting a second chance. Smooth operator got me in. You squeaked in, smooth operator. Save and apply. Let's go. We're good. Fire, burst, fire. There we go. We're going to break through the wall really quickly, and we're running fast. I got the speed. Omnius, he can't win. He can just run interference. Joker, going through the top of the resistance. Cashier, Joker, making it all the way across. Smooth operator. Oh, you can't get closer than that. Smooth operator. Skeletor. Oh my God, Skeletor. Guys, I don't know what it is with Skeletor, but he can't lose. He can't lose. It is what it is. Okay, well, I am. Let me just get qualifier. Knight. Skeletor. Oh, shit. There you go. Well, like I said, I'm not difficult. We can run it again right away. All I need is 8. So you guys can all start typing in giveaway again, and we run it right away. Yeah, good game, Skeletor. There we go. After my GG, just start typing it in. Giveaway. How about Jiggity? I like Jiggity. I don't remember who suggested it, but Jiggity sounds more fun. Cashier, SP King, Joker. Yeah, let's get it going right away. I shouldn't even have erased them. Cashier. You know what? Let's run these all night. Who needs to trade? SP King. Joker. As long as I have 8 players. Hey, we can have, if it's Thursday night's game, who knows? Let's run a game with 100 balls in it. So what do we got? Man, Cashier, Joker, Starboy, Cashier, SP King, Starboy. SP King, Cashier. Got it. Joker, Starboy, Joker, Starboy. Hey, what chip is the OG? He's in. He is the original OG. Can you be an original OG? Skeletor. Does Skeletor even know that he won? Again? Hamza! Let's get Hamza in here. Add a player. Let's go. Hamza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Yes, steal me in. Hamza, you in? Gims away. Yes, you are. There's Hamza. Hamza, you know who's missing? What was that guy's name? Sing? Trash Rat. Trash Rat's also missing from tonight. Who was that guy? Harshing. Harshing was doing well also. 2 wins in a row. Stop. Stop. What chip? Okay, guys, who are we missing? We are missing somebody. We are missing Skeletor. What could Skeletor be doing with his fingers that he can't type in giveaway? Hey, Skeletor, what could you be doing? Skeletor, we're waiting for you. As soon as we gotta hold up for Skeletor. Guys, if you that was really fast. Maybe we'll slow it down a little bit. He's playing with his balls. Yeah, he's polishing them. Oh, we have an entry at 34, targeting 27. There's a 73% probability. We're going to touch 24, 927. If I can get in at 24, 938, I'll take it. That'll give me an 11-point target with a 10-point stop at a 73% probability. Just letting you know. I like to fight for a better price on this. 30, 31, 30. Getting there, getting to the 27. I would have preferred that it had gone up first. And we did have a beautiful trade. I'm not going to add it to my count because I didn't see it in time, but this short right there. Hold on, let me get the 50% retrace. Like I said, I like to get a better price. I like the 50% retrace. This entry right there was really beautiful. Not to say that I'm not good at catching this, so I'm not going to say I would have caught that. But the entry over here, my target would have been 1-2. It would have been 3-1. So it would have been at 967 with a short at 982. So that was 15 points with my stop out at about 987. So it would have been a 5-point risk with a 15-point target on that. And then I would have seen all that and felt terrible. On the other hand, I also do see actually 2 or 3 losing trades over here. Again, these are all in hindsight, so I'm not going to add them to my sheet. I got to call them in advance. If I don't call them in advance, I'm not counting them. So I'm not counting this. So far, the ones I called in advance, I'm 3-1 for the week. What about we spin? Yeah, I say so. Sure, Scally, but I say we put Skeletor in, right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's kind of good. I'm not sure. He's winning too much, and then we're gonna throw him in even when he's not typing it out. Nah, he's got enough entries. He doesn't need another one. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit though. That one was a little too fast. Let's get some suspense. Peg size, and let's get a little extra pegs in there. 120 and 130, and apply settings. Let's just see who we got. Okay, anybody? Cashier, Madman Antonio, you just squeaked in. Cashier, you're in, I think. Yeah, Cashier, you're in. And add player, Madman. Save and apply. The way I wrote it, it's kind of cool. We ready? We are. You're all in. Fire or burst? Fire is one after the other. Last one out is probably the luckiest because he's got a lot of protection from the stop out. Burst is all at one shot. I'll wait for the first one. Anybody type in fire or burst. And in the meantime, also, guys, hit the reactions. Let's get some more people in here. I'll run them all night. Who knows? Let's have as many qualifiers. You know what? Maybe we'll give away 2 accounts this week. I win. Omnius Trades. Burst. There it is. He's the first one to win. Fire. Too late. Starboy. You got to be quicker on the draw. Starboy. Made a hole in the wall already. Joker's trying to go through and cause trouble. Wood chip. Oh, Starboy's protected by a peg. He was going into the stop-out pit. Omnius always finds a way onto the right side. Cashier was going to drift off to the right side. Madman comes in, streaking across the board. Now he's taking his time, but he looks like he's going to try and drift in. He's going to try wood chip, stopped out. Madman's in a really good location. He's going to hit a peg. Starboy bumps off. Tries to take it away from Madman. Doesn't make it. We got Hamza. Madman still looks like he wants to float in there. Joker's looming dangerous. He just needs a good bump. Someone needs a deflection. Hamza's going to pass right over. Oh! Starboy knocks Hamza in. Hamza takes it. Okay, let's make it easy on myself. Good game. Hamza, there we go. Congrats. Now I know where to look for. From where? Okay, guys, start typing. Oh, I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling generous today. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see what happens. Hey, if I get 20 people in the room today, I don't see my ball. Skeletor, really? Oh, you. Now he's there. I asked him to. Hey, guys, you're my witness, right? Didn't I tell him to type in? And I said I couldn't throw him. I couldn't throw him in. I didn't have a type in. I didn't have a giveaway. I didn't want to feel like I was cheating. It's okay, Skeletor. You have more entries than I know what to do with. And I have a feeling you're going to win. Let's play his commercial to make him feel better. Make him feel like he didn't get ripped off.
You guys are in the right place at the right time because
Let's
this
give him a
week's
little
live
love.
stream and Prop Drop 500 Beta is proudly sponsored by Skeletor's Chocolate Salty Balls,
Now he
the
types
official
it.
snack of blown accounts everywhere. These chocolate salty balls are hand-rolled, high-risk snacks for traders who like it dark. Dipped in premium cocoa and perfectly seasoned with the salt of your tears, Skeletor's Chocolate Salty Balls are best enjoyed after you get stopped out. So pop one in your mouth and remember, the market may take your money, but it can't take your balls.
Okay, the good news is soon next week, this week, who knows? We're gonna have another sponsor. Who's our new sponsor? Like I said, someone's got to keep the lights on in the house, right? Our next sponsor is, does anyone remember? Smooth Operator, who's been training his balls all his life for this. Okay, well, while we were distracted, the market went to target. And I don't have a long. I'm looking for a long. I don't have a long. If we can sweep the low over here with the bearish candle, I may have a long entry. In the meantime, let's get new. Let's clear. You know what? I'm not going to clear out. I'll just erase people. Who do we got so far? Now we got Skeletor. Yes. No, that's not Yasmin. Adams. Why Adams? Okay, Adams. Why Adams? Congratulations. Welcome to showing up. Hi, I'm new here. Everybody say hello to Yassine Adams. Yassine, where are you from, Yassine Adams? Yassine is in already. Hams is in. Who do we got? We got Yassine. Y-A-A. Am I pronouncing it right? Because there's two A's. Yassine. We're just going to go with the Yassine. South Africa. No kidding. Anybody want to ask him if he's seen Nefemi? Anybody want to ask him if he's seen Ruan? Skeletor, we know who he's in. On the next one. Skeletor. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to, no, still at 69%. I'm going to make a new rule because I don't have an assistant. I don't have a lovely assistant helping me out with this. If I miss you, if you've typed away, exclamation mark giveaway, and I miss you and you're not in the game, and it comes after my GG, because I wrote GG Hamza, good game Hamza, so it's anybody after that. If I miss you in the next round, you get 3 balls. Automatic. So we got Skeletor, we got Yassine, and we have anybody else. Nefemi, who's Ruan. It was Ruan. Yeah. Oh shit! What was that? Ruan. Ruan was. He used to come in here every evening and in the daytime. Actually, he was a crypto trader from South Africa. You know what he told us? He actually told us that there's a danger. What was it? Do you trade Tesla? No, I don't trade Tesla, Starboy. I don't trade stocks anymore. Now it's only futures. You know what? I think futures is the big daddy. Yeah, he was telling us that there's a danger. Well, we were talking about the poisonous animals in Australia. The animals, snakes, the reptiles, the insects. And he said that there's not so much of that in South Africa, but you got to be careful not to be eaten by a lion or a tiger or something like that. We didn't know if he was joking or not. And then he disappeared. I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. But that's a true story. He told us that, and a couple of days later, he disappeared. Ask Omnius. It's true. That is a 100% true story. Okay, we got Skeletor. What else do we got? Where's my good game? Oh, deal me in. Cashier. Game over. Game over. Yeah, game over. That's one way of saying it. Dealer draws 68. Futures floor pulls out a 93 out of the okay, let me go back a little bit. I don't want to miss anybody. So GG, come on man, let's see my poor guy Skeletor. Do we give him an extra ball? Skeletor. Giveaway. Yassine. Good game, Hamza. Giveaway. Yassine, that's 2. Nafemi. Yassine. Is there a hockey game on tonight? Nafemi. South Africa. I'm back, boys. Yes, correct. Where is the diamond? Madman Tonio. Who's the diamond? Do we have a diamond guy? Who's Ruan? Skeletor. Do you trade Tesla? We answered that one. I see. Okay. Giveaway. We got someone. SP King. SP King. I don't make that joke anymore. Cashier. Bunch of futures floors. I've been trading futures for a while, but haven't gotten a single payout. Currently not trading. Looking to get back into it soon and grind for my first payout. Show up in the daytime or when we have a little bit of time. I'm curious to know why that is. Maybe we can. I don't know nothing of Ruan for about a month now. Yeah, I know. That's what we were saying. He told us about the dangers of being eaten alive by a lion, and then he disappeared. Yassine, I would love to talk to you about what's going on with why you're unable to get a payout. I'm really curious, and maybe I can make a few suggestions. Obviously, in the end, of course, you have to decide for yourself what's good and what works for you. I would just tell you the kind of advice I would tell my son. Am I a perfect trader? Absolutely not. There's a lot of things that I do that I tell my kids not to do. My boys who trade, I tell them not to do, and I always tell them the coach does not have to be as good as the player. I live in Canada. We have hockey, so I always make reference to hockey players, not soccer players. But I can tell you that the star hockey players, their coaches cannot do what the players can do, but they still have coaches. As Tiger Woods and other professional athletes, they all have coaches, and the coaches cannot do what they can do, but they still have a coach. So, advice from someone who has experience and can offer guidance is always good to at least consider. How do you draw? You just type in "deal me in." There you go. Yassine. Okay, that's a little. Did you win your first one? Hey, yes, you did. Deal me in. Nightbot played. Starboy. Do I type "deal me in" all the time to get chips? The one with the highest chips wins the giveaway. No, the highest chips gets to spend them in the futures floor store that is closed for bankruptcy. If you can break a window or break the locks, you get to spend them in the futures floor store. There is no futures floor store. It's just for fun. Eventually, we'll have merch and the chips. Actually, we have a Deal Me In version 2 where you get to pick your own tile. You get to pick your own tile and you get to play the dealer, but at least you get to pick your card rather than just being dealt a random number. That's a little more fun. It's almost finished. I just got to put in the finishing touches. Okay, I only got Skeletor, Yassine, and SP King. Does no one want to play? Everyone is giveaway game tired out. Didn't we just play 2 of them? Are you kidding me? One word. Do I have an entry? Do I have an exit? Wow, Yassine, you're really lucky. You're on a roll there. We do. I'm not going to add it because it's in hindsight, so I'm not even going to mention it. But there was an entry. We took out internal liquidity over here. For me, that qualifies. Remember, I'm an active scalper. Would I have gotten an entry? And I'm not adding this, just let's go again. I only got 3 people. I got Skeletor, Yassine, and SP King. That's not enough. No, I wouldn't have gotten an entry. I can tell you why. Let me just make a marker with, I don't know. I got to come up. Would would Futures Floor have gotten an entry? That's the important thing. And I can pretty well say no because I require a retrace and we would have had to pull back to 948 and we didn't. Because when you pull back to the 50% level and then you get to the 100% level or the 1-to-1, it's actually a 3-to-1 trade and that always improves. But it did make a 1-to-1. Beautiful trade, but I'm not going to count it because I did not call it in advance. Again, I mean, remember, I just got my ICT training a couple of weeks ago, developed my own trades around it. I'm tracking them. My son's acting as the coach. And what did he say? Hey, you got to have months and months of data. So last week it did great. I think I only had 2 losers. And I said, holy shit, I like my scalping setups like this. Basically just looking to take out internal liquidity, looking to get in if I can identify in my way that we're in a discount, not in his way. Remember, I modeled it after my own thinking. That's the best way. Trying to frame the trade where I can get out right away if I'm wrong. So I keep the losses really small, targeting 3-to-1. And last week it killed it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start tracking them. And the ones that I've called in real time so far this week, which is in the morning, I'm 3 for 3. So that's cool. I know I'm not profitable. It takes 1 day to wipe me out every time I pass an eval. No problem when it comes to funded. When I get close to payout, I blow the account. I'm over trading or greed. But so you know your problem. That's good. That means you're self-aware to a certain extent. You also have to be self-aware as to why it's happening. Again, I do read that you said it's greed, overtrading or greed. But the next thing that I would say to my boys about taking care of that is identify what it is you want to do, unless you want to blow the account. But if you don't want to blow the account, then identify what you do want to do and make goals for that and make a process for that. So if you say, well, I'm overtrading, okay. Don't try to fix overtrading. Don't say, I want to stop overtrading. No, you set a positive goal. I want to take 2 trades. And you set rules around it. I can take 1 trade between 9:30 and 10 o'clock in the morning. 1 trade, that's it. Win or lose. And if I take it at 9:31, I have to wait till 10 o'clock for my next trade. I mean, this is just an example. This is definitely not the process. I'm just giving you an example. But you have to develop a process around a positive goal, whatever that goal is. Could be 3 trades, could be 4 trades. And then I take, I'm just giving you an example of 2 trades. And then I can take one more trade at 10 o'clock. And after that, I close my platform and I spend the rest of my day with my family or my friends or my wife or my girlfriend or whoever it is. Again, just an example. If you're losing too much, again, it's not that I don't want to add to my trades because, I want to stop DCAing. No, you don't focus on the negative. You focus on always a positive outcome. What it is you want to accomplish, not what it is you want to avoid. Again, using the example of the goalie, you don't focus on the negative and say, I want to stop shooting on his pads. You focus on the positive goal, and I want to shoot for the top corner. So what is it that you want to do? You want to stop blowing the accounts? Set a PDLL. Set a loss limit. Put it in. Of course, following it's not going to be as easy as it is, following it's not going to be very easy in the beginning, but I can tell you from experience, it gets easier. The first time is the hardest, the most resistance in the brain mentally. The second time comes a little easier, the third time a little easier, and by the end of the week, you're going, holy shit, I can't believe I wasn't doing this before. And I can tell you from experience, keeping your losses small, coming back tomorrow it's golden. It really is golden. It's the holy grail, guys. Seriously, if you have edge and you're able to trade and make money, you have setups that make money, take a small loss and come back. Come back tomorrow. The first time you do it, you're going to fight. I don't want to take my loss. I'm going to make it back today. Oh, it's so hard. And it really helps if you have someone beside you to turn your computer off and grab you by the hair and pull you out of your chair. The first time is going to be the hardest. You are going to resist tooth and nail. But do it one time and see how you feel tomorrow. It's an experiment. What do you got to lose? One day. You got one day. Give up one day as an experiment to see how you feel the next day. Take your small loss and close it down when you know it's right. When you think, okay, I lost how much I should lose in a day. This is a reasonable amount for me to lose in a day. And come back tomorrow and see how you feel as an experiment. Forget, you're not trading this day. I am waiting to trade for a day when I lose a little bit of money and I close it because I want to see how I'm going to feel tomorrow. That's the experiment. Because you'll never know until you try it, right? You never know until you try it. So try it. What do you got to lose? Which platforms do you trade with? Prop firms. Sorry. Oh my God. Almost all of them. You don't want to know. Me? I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying. I was rambling. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of things we can work on. Keep showing up. We'll work on some of your things. But I'm looking to buy a new account now, and at the end of the month, Funded Futures Network, BOGO deal. Funded Futures Network, BOGO deal. Yeah, there's a couple of them I saw. And only take one trade per account. Absolutely. Rotation, account rotation. I just covered the thing. I was saying, who do you trade with? And I said all of them. You know why? Because it really helps with rotation. I lose 100. Remember, 50K accounts. I lose 100, $200 in an account. Boom, go over to another account. Close it. I don't even look at it. And you know what? The next day, I don't even remember what balance I was at. I don't even remember which account I lost money in. So I don't even revenge trade account number 32 or 46 or whatever the account number is, because I don't even remember which was the one that lost money. This rotation really helps. And that's also something I've been telling my boys. Build a portfolio of accounts, not just one. Because then when you're down, you just move over to the next and on, and you continue. Of course, if you're having a losing day and you lost money in 3 accounts, close it down for the day, or go on sim, or, do research, do some market replay. Don't just keep fighting the markets. There are going to be days when the markets just will not pay you no matter what you do for your technique. That's just not what the market is doing today. It's doing the exact opposite, and it's going to do it all day. There will be those days. Not for your system, for everybody's system. For my system, for my son's systems, for your neighbor's system, for Garland trade systems. There are... Yeah, close it, Dave. There are those days, and you got to recognize them. I'm looking to buy. We covered that. That's my plan. I keep looking at the charts, and I move stop loss to break even too soon. Then I close the trade as well. FOMO. Enter again. I plan that I need to follow it. Yep, you got to come up with a plan. You got to follow it. Like I said, make it an experiment. Do it one time. Do it one time and see how you feel the next day. If you feel like shit and say, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have followed my plan. I knew it. That was a mistake. Okay. Revise your plan until you say, oh, that works. Am I able to explain your strategy to you, please? I don't know which one. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of experience. You see all the gray hair on my head? I'm an old man with a lot of experience. I have a portfolio of strategies. My main strategy, I don't think you want to know. It's hyper scalping on it's that trade that I mentioned before, 73% probability with an 11-point target and a 10-point stop loss. And I've practiced this strategy on market replay at 20 times speed, 30 times speed. I am very quick on the mouse button. Of course, sometimes it gets away from me, like we've been in hyper volatility. 50-point ATR, average range of the 1 minute candles. And I've been missing my stops. And losses have been getting away from me. Last week was a little bit of a tough week. But I revised my process this weekend. I came back on Monday this morning. If you watch the stream, I think it's even in the title of my live stream. I revised my process. I actually now put in a 20-point stop because my stop isn't 20 points. It's an emergency stop, just in case the market gets away from me. My stop should be about 10 points. But I put in now an emergency stop, and it worked beautifully, man. It really worked beautifully today. I started my Bullinox account, first one, $230 within like the first 2 minutes of trading, moved on to the next one, 200, came over to Apex. I think 300 in the Apex, went over to my top step. I don't remember. I think it was about 70, $80. The market started to slow down a bit. That was the scalping. And the other strategy that I do is, I don't really want to put it up because it's Renko bars, and it's for aggressive scalping, and not too many people even know what Renko bars are, number one, and people are kind of turned off by it. I know one trader, when we talk about Renko bars, he calls them Mickey Mouse bars. I don't know why, to be honest with you, because they're focused purely on price. I mean, it's the purest price chart you can have because it eliminates time. You know, if you're in a dead market, your RSI is overbought, the markets are completely dead, just consolidating, the range is completely dried up, the volatility is completely dried up. What happens to your RSI as you're sitting there? Your RSI starts to fall because new 1 minute bars keep printing. They're not doing anything, but every minute passes, a new bar has to print on the 1 minute chart. Renko bars are price bars only. They remove time. If price does not move away from where it is now, if it takes an hour, it will only print one more bar, your RSI, or whatever indicator you're using. Not that I use indicators, but if you are using indicators, your indicator doesn't change. 3 hours can pass, your indicator won't budge if price doesn't move. I don't know. I think it's the purest form. It shows support, again, short term. Remember, I'm not, it's not like you don't turn these into 4 hour, you don't try to make them look like 4 hour charts. Think of it like 1 minute or 30-second charts, but they show you the levels very, very cleanly because it's only price. Do you think consistency matters more than profit size when you scale up accounts? Consistency matters than profit size. I think consistency matters more than profit size, yes. I think you need to be consistent because if you're not consistent, think of it as a race car driver. If you're sliding all over the road, doesn't matter if you win a race or two, you're not a reliable race car driver. They throw you off the team. They can't count on you to be stable in the car. And if they can't count on you to be stable, they can't count on you to start going faster and faster and winning more reliably. They don't need you flying into the wall and taking out other race cars every second race, even though you're winning. They need someone who can win and not, not drive into the wall. Or who knows what else. That Funded Futures Network looks like a really good deal. Yeah? Okay. Let's start hooking up with the 50% off and buy one, get one. That's like, no, what do you mean? Why is that a good deal? That's only 75% off. If it's $100, you're paying $50 and you're getting two. So really, you're paying $25 an account. That's 75% off. Didn't you say daytraders.com was 91% off? That's buy one, get 9, by the way, just saying. Or buy one, get 10. Or compared to the 50% off, it's buy one, get 5. 50%. If it's $100, $50 comes out of your wallet. And you got two accounts. If you buy it for 90% off, $10 comes out of your wallet. And you have one account. So spend your $50, same thing as the other one, and now you have 5 accounts. It's 75% no activate. Well, no one said no activation. Now it's a different story. Looks like end of day drawdown. Holy shit. We're with the wrong firms. Okay, does no one want to play with their balls? With balls? Let's go. What do I got? I got nobody yet. What's going on? Who do we need? I got Skeletor, Yassine, and SP King. It's end of day drawdown. End of trade drawdown? That's interesting. But so what? That's okay. It's a trade-off between end of day and trailing, but it's still better because trailing sucks. You're up 1,000, you end up taking 200, you lost $800 of your drawdown because an open trade retraced on you and you took profit out of it. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. End of trade drawdown. That's cool. I'm going to check them out. Who is it again? Funded Futures Network. Wow, look at that. They're a network. You can trust them. They're a network. I'm limited to which firms I can trade. Yeah, Ruan was telling us. I remember he was telling me there was a lot of firms he couldn't trade with because he was from South Africa. Kind of weird. I wonder why. Was there a lot of money laundering going out of South Africa that they limit? That they limit so aggressively? There goes your luck. 3 losses in a row. There you go. You got to win. We have a winner. 600. Not bad. I'm revenge dealing. 77. Yeah, seeing pulls a 39. Wah, wah, wah. Sorry, better luck next time. Last one. Well, you're only 1 for 4. Dealer 67. Oh my God, you couldn't draw lower than that. I don't think there's a 0. Well, we just wicked into previous day's close. Starboy, all right, I guess it's time for me to go to bed now. Okay, Starboy, hope to see you tomorrow. Maybe one more. Yeah, maybe one more. Starboy, why don't you type in giveaway? At least get you in the. You can go to bed. You can leave. Type in giveaway. We'll get you in the next game, in the next qualifier. That's how I end up blowing accounts. Yeah, don't go to the casinos. We just wicked into the previous day's close. Let's go, Starboy. Type in giveaway. It'd be a shame not to be in the next one. There we go. Joker giveaway. I need the Joker. We're going to throw in wood chip. All right. Well, all right is close to giveaway, but it's not really giveaway. You got a couple of letters in there. You got the G, you got the I, you got the A. You're missing the W, the exclamation mark. Okay, when this candle closes, I will have a short entry. There we go, Starboy. Skeletor, do I have you? No, yes, I do. Skeletor, you're in already. I will have an entry. Let's track it for one. Wait, I will. I said I will. Let's see where it closes. I could potentially have an entry. Maybe that's a better word. Candle close. There we go. F8. Let's track it for a 1-to-1. I don't enter for the 1-to-1 trades, but I do count whether it wins or not 1-to-1. That's what I'm tracking. There we go. We got to hit the 200 over here. That's for 1-to-1. 572 it looks like. No, it doesn't. Like, let me open it up a little bit more. 945. That's not a time, that's a price. The entry was at 954. It is targeting about 9 points with a 9-point stop. My entry would be getting in at 959 with a 964 stop for about 5 points, and then having it come down to 945, which would be 15 points for 5 points risk. I do count it as a winner or a loser. Let me enter in my order. Let's get that in there. Even better. If it's a little bit higher. I do count it as a winner, even if it goes before I'm able to enter. There we go. I'm in. Bring my stop down. That's my 20-point stop. Let's get my stop up there. And let's see what happens. I am going to take out a 1 lot at 1-to-1 about, which is over here, just to remove my risk. Now, if I'm taking out on that, it's a risk-free trade. Because on 1 lot, I made 5. Now I'm risking 5 or 6 on the other one. So it becomes a risk-free trade. With my last piece, going to be at the 3-to-1. And that's how I manage these trades. How does the giveaway work? Give me a second. I just want to get out there. And you know what? Let me throw in my other one. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get taken out on that. By limit. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. It came so damn close. How does the giveaway work? I'm dealing in whole time, but not understanding how. Oh no, that's not the deal. Me in's not the giveaway. The giveaway is the. Hold on, I'm going closer to losing money. I don't want to lose money. Oh, there we go. We're going back down again. Okay. I was sure. Are there any? Come on, just take me out. Make it a risk-free trade. You see, I get a risk-free trade without even moving my stop to break even if they just take me out over there. Come on, you mother F-er. Come on, little pop. 1 point. Is it so hard to go? There you go. Now I have a risk-free trade. I got my 1 lot. My stop will equal what I just took out. And if I hit TP down on the bottom, I don't even have to keep the fibs in anymore. I know if we hit TP down on the bottom, look how beautiful that is. And I already took out a piece. Huh? Is that a beautiful setup? See, that's what I say. Frame your trades. Create a box. And frame your trades in a way that you risk little and make a lot. That's so important. I set up a code for it. Way to go. Send me an invite if you can to go be a sub-affiliate. Guys, if you're going to buy any accounts, use for Funded Futures Network, use code Omnius. He just set up a code. Are you copy trading multiple accounts or just one account? No, it's the evening. Are you kidding? I'm not aggressive in the evening. It's quiet in the evening. We did have some days a while back last week. It was pretty wild. Even last night, there was some good volatility, but most cases in the evening, it's a snooze fest. It would be pretty stupid to be aggressive in the evening. giveaway, SP King. I think you're in already, SP King. Yeah, we got Starboy, Woodchip, Joker, SP King, Yassine, and Skeletor so far. We're waiting for a few others. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I think we can run it already. I was kind of, who was we waiting for? Cool dude? I don't really remember anymore. Yeah, guys, that was no sublink. It's too bad, guys. If you're going to go with Funded Futures Network, use code Omnius tonight. If you're going to go take advantage of that BOGO, 50% off, no activation. It sounds cool. Maybe I'm going to get one too. Maybe I'm going to get one too. We'll try them out. What platforms do they have? Anybody know? I don't remember if anybody said what platforms they have. Well, this trade's taking a long time, but who cares? It's a risk-free trade. Worst case scenario, it's until the 28th. Never heard of that platform. Hamza, you're not in. Hamza, why haven't you typed in giveaway yet since we're waiting for the last round? Come on, let's get under VWAP. See how VWAP's holding us up there? Motive Wave? Edge Prox? Onyx? The fuck? MT4? No? At least? Use code Omnius. Yeah, use code Omnius, guys. I tell you what, Hamza, way to go. If you guys get 1,000 accounts with Funded Futures Network tonight, I'll give away 10 accounts. No, I will. I don't know how I prove or how I find out you guys purchased 1,000 accounts with code Omnius. But if he tells me he sold 1,000 accounts, not sold, but you guys bought 1,000 accounts, I'll give away 10 accounts tonight. We're running a game. I'm not saying 50% off BOGO deal is valid till 30 giveaway. Nefemi, I think we had you in there, Nefemi. No, we didn't. Nefemi. Okay, let's get a game going. Let's get a real one going. Hey, Omnius. You can get 1,000 people to sign up with your code. That's a better way to say it. That way makes sense. If you can get 1,000 people to sign up with your code, we will give away, not qualified 10 people, we will give away 10 accounts tonight. I'll give out my entire portfolio of Bullinox accounts. Of course, Omnius, there is a little bit of kickback you're going to have to throw my way. Hey, why is my chart frozen? There we go. Well, I still haven't gotten stopped out. We're getting closer to the take profit. 3-1, babies, on this trade, eh? Just saying. A 3-1 trade. And remember, if this one hits, that's 4 for 4 this week. Oh, we're so close we get taken out. That is a winner. That's 4 for 4. Let me just mark that in. Just saying. I'm trying to beat. There was someone who was saying he went 500 trades in a row. Thing is, as far as I know, he was going for I don't know what take profit was. It might have even been a point. I have no idea. It was a tiny take profit, and his stop loss was, I think it was 7,500 points. So does that make sense? Basically, his stop loss was the account, to be honest with you. And he was trying to make $1.50. Winner! That one was taken. So it's 4-0 this week. Okay, Funded Futures Networks are Onyx, Quantower. Quantower's cool. No Tradeovate. No Rhythmic. No Ninja Trader. That's a shame. Futures Floor, Lambo Trading. Yeah. Well, it's not Lambo Trading anymore. I think he had to do a remake. What about Project X? I have no idea. But Joker, what'd you think of that trade, huh? You see, that's my setup. That's my version of, and let me explain it to you. Okay, look, a significant level. In my opinion, that's subjective. This was my significant level. Why was it my significant level? Because it's the previous day's close. It's the 5 o'clock close. We tapped into it. Did we tap into it with a bullish candle? Yes, we did. The highest one was a bullish candle. Once we started trading lower, I called it as a short trade. I do not take the entry right away. I want a 50% retrace. Once I get that 50% retrace, a 1-to-1 on the original entry that I'm tracking becomes a 3-to-1. That's a beautiful trade. I got it in this case. We got the retrace and I got the 3-to-1, but I only track for my statistics the 1-to-1 and the 1-to-1 hit. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. So I identify my significant levels. My kids don't agree with me. A lot of people would say that's not a significant level. For me, it was. I'm an active scalper. I like to be in the markets. So it's not a random place. It's, a significant level. Right now, for me, breaking this low, I would call it a significant level. If I get a setup, I'll take it. This is better, but I'll take that. I'll take this. If we trade down, if we trade down and break the lows, I'll call that a bearish dealing range. Once that becomes a bearish dealing range, we move up and take out this high over here. For me, that will be a significant level because we have a bearish dealing range. And if I can identify a setup and then get a 50% retrace and make it a 3-to-1 trade and frame it that way, it's a beautiful trade. For me, it's a beautiful trade. Any 3-to-1 trade is a beautiful trade. Guys, you know what? You guys didn't show up. Me and Omnis were doing a coin flip. We did a coin flip at 11:15 a.m. and 11:45 a.m. for like 2 months on a 50K eval. Do you know that 50K eval worked its way up to like $51,400? Trading 1-to-1 on a coin flip. So the fact that people don't agree with me that that's a significant level, okay, that's fine, but it's a 3-to-1 trade. Do you know I just need to be 25% accurate to break even? Just saying. Okay, let me put in the names. Let's go in order. What did Lambo? I don't know. Ask Omnius. I don't really know. Okay. Let's do it in order. Cashier. Do we have cashier? Yes, we did. He did giveaway. Perfect. SP King and Joker. Joker. SP King. Perfect. Starboy. Woodchip. Woodchip. Starboy. Hamza and Madman. Hamza. Madman, we don't have you in yet. Madman Antonio, you disappeared? Yeah, Madman. Okay, delete until Madman types in giveaway. We can't do favorites. We can do a little bit for the OGs, but Madman is kind of like an OG in a way. Launch point trading. It's a launch point. He enters from the launch point. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little sarcastic when it comes to this guy, but a sucker is born every minute, eh? Yeah, seen. Add player. Why? Yeah. As seen. Oop, that's a T. That's not a Y. Add player. Skeletor and Nefemi. Really? We don't have Skeletor here? Okay, he did it. Skeletor. Add player. Oops, wrong button. Add player. And Nefemi. Save and apply. 11 players. We're ready to go. We are ready to go. We don't need 11 players. We need 8 players. We're ready to go. I want to try something, guys. Bear with me. We're going to put a shit ton of pegs. Let's go for 80. Ooh, I don't know what this is going to do, really. I never did this before. 70. We're going to have more pegs than we know what to do with. Ouch! You're going to have a really hard time getting to the winner's box. The good news is the resistance is not going to be hard to chew through. I got to lower the speed because the velocity off the pegs increases, and if you hit too many pegs, your velocity will shoot you out of the board. Joker already saw one of those weird velocity spikes where someone hit the side of the stop out wall and he just exploded into the winner's box sideways. There is a flaw in the game. If you can hit the floor and the side of the stop out box at the same time without the resistance wall blocking you, you will get blown into the winner's box. 2-1. There's nothing I can do about that. Peg size. Let's get that peg size a little smaller so you have more room to move around. What else do we want to do? Ball size. Let's get the balls a little smaller also. And apply. And are we ready to go? Is there anyone? Yassine, ouch, I'm here too. Cashier, are you in? Yep, you're in, definitely. Omnius, Launch Point Trading. We're ready to go. I guess to be fair, let's do a burst, right? That's to be fair. Joker slowly drifting down, right down to the stop-out box, but he will hit a peg. He turns it white immediately on the resistance wall. Cashier's turning another one white. Nefemi's flirting with danger. Futures doesn't matter. I'm just there for interference. Just to knock people out of the winner's box. Hamza, first one out. Hamza didn't want to play. Hamza's got to go. SP King, second one out. We can't see it. Oh, shit. Why didn't anyone tell me? Game. Well, at least you had me calling it, right? That's like when your TV goes out, but you can still hear the announcer. You can still hear the guy doing the play-by-play. Starboy's drifting. He's going to drift down all the way down to the bottom. Woodchip flirting with danger. Starboy coming back, bounces off the peg. Woodchip might make a nice drift off to the right side. Omnius is out, but Omnius can't win. Starboy's really floating in slow speed, like he's floating in space. Joker's making his way at a nice angle. Joker might get a nice tap in. Woodchip checks out the winner's box, but doesn't like it. He floats over it, takes a look, doesn't like what he sees. He thinks he wants to go back to the left side of the board. Starboy almost made it into the box. He just got blocked. Oh, Starboy's going to take it. Guys, I think Starboy's going to take it unless Woodchip can knock him out. Woodchip, you had your chance. Starboy, you get to take it. Good game, Starboy. Hey, Woodchip, you had your chance. You could have knocked him out of the way. You tried. You missed him. He deked you out. Yeah, like the comment. Like the content, leave a comment. Let's go. Way to go, Starboy. Are you guys going to be angry if you say who qualified and then I say my cat ate my papers? I don't have a dog that can do that. I have to say my cat ate them. Qualifier night. Okay, so far we have Skeletor, Hamza, and Starboy. Ooh, does anyone want to play anymore, or we take a break and we just look for trades? I don't mind. I don't mind playing more. I'm having a good time. Bring that down. Deal me in, Yassine. Thanks, y'all. Way to go. Okay, Starboy, just though, right? That was the qualifying. That's a winner's ticket into the finals on, I'm not sure, Wednesday night, Thursday night. It depends on which is the last night of the week. Could be Wednesday night, actually. I don't really know when the last night of the week is this week. Does anybody know? Yep. Oh, Starboy. Starboy, you deserve an entry, actually. I think we are definitely. It's Wednesday. Okay, then Wednesday it is. I think we should play one more. So, Starboy, if you got to take off because it's late, type in exclamation mark giveaway. Go get a good night's sleep, and check in tomorrow, and I'll let you know if you qualified a second time. Play again. Do I type giveaway? Yeah, you got to type in giveaway every time. Shut on Thursday, 1 p.m. Close. Yeah, okay. Giveaway, giveaway. Okay, Starboy, you can go to sleep now. You don't even have to be here. We got Starboy. We got Scene. Okay, well, that's 2. Take care. Have a good evening. Enjoy your sleep. Is this an entry to the long side? Absolutely not. I got nothing there. See, for me, that's not a significant level that we poked in, even though we took out a little bit of internal liquidity over here. For me, that, not really. I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call it. Nothing I'm going to call in advance. I'm going to watch it. But I'm not going to call it because this is not a trade. And if it pulls back 50%, I'm not going to enter it. I'm just watching it. This is what we call screen time, just to make my own observation. We're going to get 1-to-1 if it does hit, which isn't going to be counted. It's at VWAP. I just want to observe and see. This is how I help make my own versions of these trades, my own buy models and my own sell models. I see how many levels of internal liquidity we have to take out. Cashier. Remember, I'm still new at this. I just got my one-on-one personal training into this. My mentorship from the student was last week. It was pretty cool, though, I got to say. Hamza, Nafemi. You know what? I'm making jokes and I'm making slight of it, but it really is helpful when you have someone with experience, because I got to tell you, my boys spent 12 to 18 months super disciplined, not trading. Do you know what that means? Not trading? Just studying ICT, doing research for like 12 to 18 months. I don't remember exactly what it is. Go in between, like 16 months. Do you know what kind of commitment that is? They had no interest in getting an account, not even a $20 eval with a firm. They just buried their heads in the theory. So I'm not getting mentorship and guidance from, someone who spent 4 hours checking out an ICT video, eh? I got it from someone who sat down, and I'm lucky, someone who, two boys who basically went through it with a fine-tooth comb like 2 times and then made their own observations for like 7 months. How are they doing? Are they getting payouts yet? Yes, they are. One of them has 7 funded accounts already, and the other one has 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. 4 or 5, and they work him consistently. They work him conservatively. They don't risk big on any trade. They move their stops to break even very, very quickly. A little too quickly for me because they have a lot of break-even trades, but it is a strategy. In my opinion, I've told them. I remember there was a guy, Robert Anderson. He used to move his stops to break even very quickly. So many stop outs at break even. It's not for me, but I said, you know what? It's a strategy. You know why? Because it preserves your capital. You're never taking a hit. Yeah, it came back to break even and then it went to target, but you're preserving your capital. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing like at dinner time when you're not trading. Your account is the same. So it is a viable strategy in my opinion. But not for me. I won't employ that. If you noticed, I didn't move my stop to break even. I kept it where it is. I prefer to take a partial and make it a break even trade that way, but still give myself room to play and hit target, especially in NQ. NQ is a very volatile market. But yeah, they're super disciplined. I mean, they make me look bad because they are much more disciplined than I am. I mean, it's not even close. It's not even in the same league. But I am getting a lot better. I do have to say, I'm getting a lot better. Not with trailing drawdown. You get hit. No, you don't get hit, Joker, because you're trailing drawdown. Look at it. Let's look at it this way. They go up. Like I said, they risk about $400 per trade, 200 to 400. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, but let's go with 300. Okay. It goes up to 150. They move their stop to break even. and they get stopped out. Okay, they lost $150. But the next trade, if it does it, it doesn't affect them anymore because it didn't change their high water mark. Their high water mark is plus 150. So they go up on the next trade plus 150, but that's their high. They're just going back to their old high water mark. It's not cumulative. And they get stopped out at break even. And the next one, plus 150, stopped out at break even. The next one, plus 150, stopped out at break even. The high water mark never changed. It's always plus 150. So it's only the first one that affects them, and they don't risk a lot of money per trade. So again, like I said before, if you don't risk a lot of money per trade, trailing drawdown is really a non-issue. It's only when you risk a lot of money per trade that it's an issue. So they don't suffer from that. Whoa, South Africa, I need to go to sleep. Sounds good, Yassine. You're in. Just check in whenever you want, and I'll let you know. What happens. We got Joker. We got Woodchip. They get a free pass. They don't even have to type. The only one that's missing is Skeletor, and obviously Skeletor will get a free pass. Also, because Skeletor is a OG. Let's run it, boys and girls. Let's run it. Let's just make sure we got everybody. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. That's 9. 9 for 9. Save and apply. And this time, it's not a warm-up. Remove the warm-up message. Let's get it full screen. Game. Transform. Stretch the screen. Lock. And we'll run the same one. Anybody else? Do you normally stream this time? Yes, I do. I used to stream every night at this time, but then I stopped for a couple months, but I'm starting it up again. Yep, 6:45. I start every 6:45. 6:45 Eastern time, New York time, 6:45 p.m. Or a little bit earlier, 15 minutes earlier, 15 minutes later. Let's do a fire. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Omnius and futures can't win. Bunch of pegs. I like this with a lot of pegs. You know what? But we don't have anything blocking the stop out box. But it's easy to get through the resistance. We're already white on 5 of them. 6. We're gonna get a hole through. It's always Omnius poking the holes. It's crazy. It's unbelievable how often Omnius is poking the holes through the wall and makes it to the right side of the board. The first one, Nefemi. SP King. It's not looking good for you unless someone gives you a bump. Oh, he makes a cross right across the pit, but doesn't get sucked in. Not only that, look, he makes his way onto the right side of the board. And he's going to get a bump to the right now. A slight bump to the right. He's floating all the way to the right side. Omni has stopped out. If he hits a peg, SP King might just float into the winner's pit. A little bit of anti-gravity working on him over there. Future stopped out. Perfect. You guys got no one deflecting you out of the way. SP King playing all on his own over there. Nobody challenging. Hamza stopped out. SP King decided, you know what? I'll wait till someone else shows up. That generosity might cost you because now we got Skeletor, Yassine, and Cashier all joining you on the right side. Skeletor's looking good, actually. Unbelievable, believe it or not. But I know the way the physics work, and Skeletor is looking like he's in a good position. I've been wrong before. Oh, Yassine takes it. Yassine takes it. Yeah, isn't he the one that has to leave? Yeah, it's 4 a.m. Way to go, Yassine. Deal me in, wood chip. Way to go. LFG, I don't know what that means. Anybody know what LFG stands for? Anybody want to clue this old man in? Wow, it looks good. I mean, ATR is 7 in the evening. That's pretty damn good. But shit on the Renko. It's really not moving. It's kind of dead. Are we trading sideways? Like if I compress the chart? Sort of. You see this one here. This, for me, I can almost make an entry here, but this candle, didn't go. If it would have broken, if it would have taken out this swing, I would have considered it a trade. But it didn't take out this swing. And what about this one? You can say, did this one take out a swing? Yeah, it took out an internal high over here. Significant? No. So it's a B- trade. What chip? Did you see our Apex prop heated? Was it heated? Is it really heated? I don't know. Anyways, that's not a trade. That's all that matters. So we got Skeletor, Hamza, Starboy, and Yasin on Wednesday night's final so far. I don't even remember if I streamed last night. Make it sound better. Make what sound better? My sound's no good. Is this better? Really? Another one? Mother of God. Give me a break. Okay. Yasin says there's another one. There's another one. Let's start marking it out. If nobody types in anything, well, then he's the only one playing. Exclamation mark giveaway. So far we got Yasin in there. Yasin, like I said, Starboy, you can go to bed. You can go to bed and check in tomorrow, and we'll let you know if you won in the next qualifier. I'm supposed to sleep. I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'm having fun too. Oh, it's true. You know what he likes seeing? He likes seeing his name there on the big screen. Look at that. Yasin is being seen. Look at that. Full screen. I don't even have a chart up. Trading live. What am I trading? There's no charts there. Maybe I should put a chart in the background picture. Road to 1 million in accounts. Yeah, that's true. We got 20. Well, we have 19 now. So really it's road to $950,000 in accounts. But I don't feel like changing my title. Don't tell on me. Don't tell on me. I'm supposed to be seeing Wednesday night final. It's the same time as now. Yes, it is. I need more entries. Deal me in. No, deal me in doesn't give you entries yet. That's only entertainment. Wow, look how you built up. That's only to keep you busy while you were waiting for a trade. Look how you built up your balance now. 1,228 futures floor chips. I almost feel bad not having a store. I almost feel bad not having a store or a something where you can, get some kind of futures floor poker chips or something. But eventually, it all takes time. I just started streaming last week. No, I'm joking. I've been at this for 8-9 months. I don't know, 10 months, 11 months. Somebody can tell me. I don't think it's a year yet. Oh, shit. No, it might be a year. It might have started in December. I have no idea. Does anybody know? I might have started in December. Oof, that's depressing. That's a long time. I'm a year older already. Okay, I do have an entry at, believe it or not, 934, targeting 927. Right now, you're 10 points better. The stop is 951. We're 5 points away from the stop, but we are not stopped out yet. This is a super entry right here, actually. And I'm going to take it on my Top Step account because is almost no risk on this. Yeah, the probability of me getting stopped out is probably 90%. I do have to say, but I'm risking like 2 points right now. The stop is at 51, and I'm trying to get in at, I'm not even sure yet, I can't see. I think I'm trying to get in like at 48. So I'm going to have a 3-point stop with about a 20-point target. That's a 7-8 to 1. No, I didn't get filled. Now it's at 41. I still didn't get filled. I'm long. Yeah, you're long. I'm trying to go short. Oh, sure. It's true. I didn't even say, or maybe I said 34 entry is the official entry. Or is the theoretical entry targeting 27 short? But I'm trying to get in at 46. I'm trying to get in 12 points better than the theoretical entry. However, the theoretical entry does have a probability of 73% hitting 927, just to let you guys know. Can you share the top? Nah, I can't. I mean, I can, but I can't. It's on my laptop. I have to close down Ninja Trader. I do put it up sometimes. And you know what? It's the chart that you need to see. And Top Step X is very similar to Project X. So I do sometimes put up Project X with Bullinox or with daytraders.com, and you can see the charts. But again, like I said, it's almost exclusively Renko charts. Now I have a 1 minute chart there too, but it's almost exclusively Renko charts, and I don't show my Renko charts anymore. Nobody seemed to be a fan of them. I still use them. Pretty much, I'd have to say, it's my main system. It will always be my main system. I've been trading Renko charts for, Jesus Christ, I don't even want to know how long. Over a decade, for sure. Easily over a decade. Okay, let's see who typed in giveaway. I need to take TP before I go to sleep. It's 2 times. That's a good one. You know what? Deal Me In is a very mean game. I don't know. A lot of people say it's rigged. I'm long. Can you share the time of Deal Me In? We said that one already. I've been through that one. Just running through the old screens here. What'd you get? Dealer 47. Yeah, seen 65. Dealer 35. Yeah, seen 90. Up to 1200. Dealer 33. Yeah, seen 13. Lose. Dealer 1. You can't lose that one. 1332. I'm short. I'm short. Guys, so far I only have Yassine for the next game. 36. We're getting closer to that 27. 35. 35 on the bid. 35, 35, 35. Deal me in. Deal me in. Man, give me a second, guys. I have a call from Donald Trump. Yeah, you are. It's not on. I just wanted to get in that Donald Trump joke. You're still up? I thought you went to bed. Listen, Linda. Yeah.
I think my oil change is due in December of 2024.
Oh my God. What?
My oil change.
How do you go with December 2024? You didn't even have the car back then. Okay, no big deal. So do it next time you change your tires. It's not an emergency. It's not a it's not a race car what you drive. You don't need. No, it doesn't. It's not. It's an exaggeration. My God. Yeah. Okay, go if it concerns you. I used to change my oil once every 5 years. My cars didn't do anything. It's bad for the engine. You really think there's sand in your thing? You barely put any. Yeah, tell it how many kilometers you put on your car. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, go.
Anyway, that's it.
Okay, love you. I hope my mic's off. I hope I just didn't say that on stream. Not that I love you to you, but I hope I just didn't tell the stream I love them. Oh my God. Holy shit, it's on! Holy shit! Yes, kilometers. We are in Canada. That's right. ERB. Okay. No, it's not Donald Trump. I didn't tell Donald Trump I love him. It's my daughter, guys. Okay, Meg, we'll talk about it. I don't know. We'll go get it done if you have to. Bye-bye. We're debating on whether or not you need an oil change like they tell you every 6 months or every whatever. She doesn't put a lot of kilometers on her car or a lot of mileage, and I don't think it needs an oil change theoretically every what is it? We love you too, Megan. She doesn't drive a lot. I think she said she put on 11,000 kilometers. What is that in miles? 6,000 miles in the last year. So, should she change her oil? Yeah. Is your car going to fall apart if she doesn't change it next week? Absolutely not. ERB. That's so funny. You shouldn't have said not muted. You should have just spied on me. ERB, type in giveaway. We'll get you in on the last one. We'll sneak you in. We did 3 already, or 4. I don't even remember. We did 4. Skeletor, Hamza, Starboy, and Yasin. But we'll definitely be doing one more. ERB. You know what? There we go. ERB is in. Oil sits too much. Really? I don't know. Seriously, like I said. Oh, there we go. 27 was hit. I didn't get my entry. Unfortunately, I cancel it. But the 27, like I said, it was a 73% probability. Okay, what chip? ERB. That's 3. We're going to throw in Skeletor for free and Joker for free because they've earned it. That leaves me with Nefemi, SP King, Starboy. Starboy, you know what? Poor guy. It's late. He's got to sleep. We'll throw him in for free too. He's in Nigeria. It's probably 3 in the morning now. So that leaves me with Nefemi, SP King, Hamza, and Cashier. And then we'll start the next one. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Looks like we're taking out some levels here, but that's a bullish candle, so that's no good for me. I like to see a bearish candle. Short the 925. Really? I'm looking to go long. As a counter trend trade. Remember, I'm a trend trader, guys. You need to you need to see the craziness of all this. I'm a trend trader. I scalp with the trend. But I am also starting to take my version of ICT style trades or counter trend trades. Let's just call it that. Let's call it my version of counter trend trades. And in this case here, I won't have an entry no matter what. Trend is down, my friend. Yeah, I only need 1-to-1, eh? Remember, I don't target the opposite sides of the range. I target 1-to-1 officially, and I require a 50% retrace to enter, which turns it into a 3-to-1 trade. So, again, you know, I made it my own. And it's only one entry. I look for pretty much the same thing, but I don't have one here. So yeah, if I'm going to scalp, I'm definitely going to be going, look, I'll have 20 scalps for every one entry here that I'm looking for. Maybe even 30 during the day. I am an active scalper. On a good day, I can probably take 60 to 80 trades. And that's not overtrading. And then someone like Joker or Mike Stunts comes in and shows me that they made more than I did the whole day. with only one trade. My mouse is on fire. It's smoking. I have calluses on my fingers, and these guys clicked the button one time. And how'd you do, Mike? Oh, I'm up 80. Oh yeah, well, I only took one trade, and I'm up 100 and 190 or 300. Or in Mike Stunt's case, 7,500. Yeah, I tread water a lot, oftentimes, especially after 10 o'clock or 10:15. I've noticed that I take 40 trades for no reason. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know what it is? It's kind of a strategy based on gambling, because I used to run a lot of simulations on roulette. And when I mean a lot, I did over a million manual spins over the years. That's a long time ago, in my 20s and 30s and 40s. It added up over time. And I knew in my heart, and I know in my brain, you cannot beat roulette. It is a negative expectancy. However, you can move away from the mean. There is a bit of, in the beginning, of course, the standard deviation, even 3 standard deviations, won't get you to zero or to get you to break even anymore after a million spins. I don't think 100 standard deviations will. It's impossible. But in the beginning, if you're only going to play 100 spins, there is a possibility you will move away positively from the mean on a small sequence of spins. And that's basically what I do in trading as well. I assume that most of my trading, even though it's 73%, I assume the scalping that I do, because of slippage, commissions, poor execution, slippage on the exits, I assume that I'm about break even. And I just try to quit and close the account and move on to the next one if I'm able to pull away from the mean temporarily. And then I switch accounts. So in the end, it becomes permanent for the day. So that's how I was able to close out 4 accounts today, all green. And as I said, it's very difficult to be green if I start off red, because then I go from, as I'm scalping like a maniac, red to break even, back to red to break even, just working the range, red to break even, red to break even, red to break even. But I also know if I go green, then it's green to break even, green to break even. So that's the point. That's the whole point of stopping when you go green and just change. Isn't it past your bedtime? Deal me in. Hard dump incoming. Trend is my friend. Down. Yeah, it kind of should be, eh? I do have some work to do, but I don't think I'm going to do it tonight. What do you say? We run one more and then we go. Oh, wait a minute. We might get a long. Let's just watch. I mean, I'm here already. If we can take out the evening session lows, let's mark it. F6. If we can take out the evening session lows, actually, if we can even take out this one, F6, which we already did. For me, that's good enough. That's a bearish candle. Let's see. We may have a long here, ladies and gentlemen, and I will call it live. In advance. Real time. Win or lose. I'll let you know. I will also enter it if we get a 50% retrace. Is it a great trade? No, it would become a much better trade if we can take out the evening session lows at 919. That would make it a good trade, because the market loves to wick session lows and session highs and then go off in the opposite direction. It's one of its favorite things to do, I think. Psych out all the breakout traders. I used to be one of them. All the chasers. Short the 925. Not a lot of range to work with, eh, Woodchip? 925, that's kind of where that higher line is. that I put in. Let's make him green, because if I say blue, you guys might get it confused with the VWAP. So let's make him green. No, Sparky, it's enough cookies. There we go. One green. Oh shit, it's true. I wanted to do some coding today also. Lawn green. I even forgot what I wanted to code. Yeah, not a lot to work with there, eh? This candle has to turn bearish, has to close bearish. If it closes bullish, I don't have a trade. It's I won't have a trade if it closes bearish either. But if it closes bullish, it's that's it. It's wait. Back to waiting. And it closed bullish, so I got nothing. I don't have a setup. I don't have the conditions for a trade. Not now. What, Sparky? Well, see, we're back in it. If this candle can close bearish and get below the swing low, we might have a chance for an entry again. A counter trend entry, but we got to get a bearish candle. We got to take out this swing low. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm such an active scalper, because you know what? It fills in the dead time. It's hard to just sit here and stare at the charts and wait all day for an entry, and then you don't even get it because the candle closed bullish instead of bearish. And one of your conditions for a long is the swing has to be based off of a bearish candle. The swing low has to be based off a bearish candle, which is one of my conditions based on my observations. But, you know, if you can fill your time in with some active scalping, at least you don't really care, you know? Like today, oh my God, I missed a whole bunch of entries. Called them after the fact, and I pointed them out. I think almost all of them worked, but I didn't count them because it's after the fact. And you know what? Left side of the chart trading, identifying patterns on the chart after they're printed out is easy. Everyone can do it. The trick is to be able to do it in real time when you don't see the right side of the chart and you're trading the right side of the chart, not the left side of the chart. Full port short now. Everyone's a hero trading the left side of the chart. Everything is obvious looking at the left side of the chart. Just saying. If anybody's filling your heads with how good they see or how easy they see patterns on the left side of the chart, you're wasting your time with them. They have to be able to do it in real time. Because what they don't point out is inside all those bars, all the patterns that didn't work out in their favor. They're only showing you the ones that did work out. It's kind of like a magician, you know, hey, look at this hand, look at this hand. They keep your focus on the ones that work, but you're not really scanning the chart in depth to see all the ones that didn't work. Full port short. It's too bad. I would have liked the long. I was just thinking back to the old days when me and Woodchip used to trade. There were times we were on the same side of the market, and there were times when we weren't on the same side of the market. they were all good days. Let's go. I like the short with Chip. I'm not saying we're going up, not by a long shot. The trend is down. The trend is bearish. All scalps will be to the downside. I'm just saying that we might get a temporary opportunity to take a long trade if we can wick out 919 and close bearish on it and then start heading higher. There could be an opportunity for a 3-to-1 trade. That's all I'm saying. That doesn't mean we're going up. It just means there's an opportunity for a pattern to play out that'll give a 3-to-1 trade. And after it gives that 3-to-1 trade, it's more than likely, since the momentum is the sellers are the aggressors right here, since 7:55, actually, even before that. Sorry, didn't see that. I'd have to say since 6:45. The sellers have been pushing the markets lower. The momentum is to the downside, even though we had a bit of about a 50% retrace that brought us back up to the previous day's close at 962. But the sellers are definitely in control. I can also say they got us out of balance there at 7 o'clock, taking us out of the range. Then we traded back into the range, came back down. Are we back in balance now since 7 o'clock? Trading sideways over here, potentially. Does that affect my entry? Not really. I mean, trades are better if you're not trading when the markets are in balance, but I'm more of a reversion to the mean kind of a guy anyways. So I do want to see the markets poke their heads out of balance. Just, stick their head out of the sand and then go back in balance. Full port long or short? None. Don't full port. But if you were to full port, if I were to full port, not you, if I were to full port, it would always be with the trend, which would be short right now. But I wouldn't do it. And even if I were looking for an opportunity to full port, this is a really stupid place to do it because it's right at the evening session lows. So that is not a high probability full port. And if you're going to full port, you might as well do it when it's a high probability trade. You're kind of predicting. I don't believe the market is a game of prediction. I believe it's a game of reaction. Doesn't mean that's the only way. It is possible. People who are predictors can do well too. They can make money as well. Money management will come into play if they manage their trades while they're being predictors. And if they manage their trades properly, they can definitely. Good night, Omnius. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let's go. Let's get down to 919. I think we took out that low. I can maybe call one more trade before I also call it an evening. We definitely took out that low. Okay. By maybe a tick, but it doesn't matter. It's out. It's taken out. Let this candle close bearish. We'll have two. Sorry, what was I saying? We'll have two conditions met. Sorry, I was daydreaming there. 9 o'clock. Gold has just opened. Two conditions met. But now we just got another spike lower And if this candle closes bullish, all bets are off. Because this candle just made a new low and it's potentially the swing low, it has to be a bearish candle. Guys, I'm going to play one more giveaway game qualifier for Wednesday night's giveaway, the Bull and Ox 50K account. So if you're lurking, sitting in the background, just type in ! giveaway or ! jiggity. Okay, I tell you what, if you type in ! jiggity, which I prefer, there you go. That's how you spell it. You get 2 entries in the next qualifier. I get to make the rules. So there you go. Type in ! jiggity and you get 2 balls. ERB. It's too late, ERB. You already typed in giveaway. ERB gets 2 balls. Okay, 2 for ERB. And you know what? You gotta type in ! jiggity. No free entries. Sorry, change the rules again. Who do we got? Ooh, I don't know who we got anymore. Okay, sorry, free entries. Skeletor got a free entry. Joker Woodchip, of course. Although Joker Woodchip might have typed in Starboy because he has to go to sleep. He'll get 1. Skeletor. Yassine typed it in. He went to bed. Or she went to bed, I don't really know. Let's give it a few more minutes. Oh, it's 9:01. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We might go higher. Any scalp potential on the top step chart? Nope. Nothing. Like I said, that's why I don't trade aggressively in the evening. I have a $40 profit, sorry, just from that one trade I took earlier that you saw where I took out all the risk with a 2 lot. I removed 1 and then went for 3-1 on the second piece. That one hit. For the week so far, I am 4-0 on those trades. And I do not have an entry here because the swing low was a bullish candle. And for my setup, that doesn't qualify. Could qualify for your setup, but it doesn't qualify for mine. I find you get a more of a slingshot effect when it's a bearish candle that forms the swing low, a bearish candle, obviously a bullish candle forming a swing high. That's it. We got 1 jiggity. Eight people in the room, all sitting on your hands. We have potential for a scalp coming up soon. Not coming up soon. Sorry, that's wrong. We have a potential for a scalp. I don't know when. It might not even happen. If we can get down to 24,920, if the ask can hold under 24,920, we'll have an entry for a short scalp. That's going to change as price changes. It's going to go up to 24,927 if we trade up to 24,941. Jiggity, ERB. ERB types in jiggity, the only one. ERB, I'm going to do a special for you. ERB gets to play on his own. Not even a warm-up game because he typed in jiggity. Put a smile on my face. Transform, stretch, full screen. When it's full screen, that's official. Yes, but you can't win. I thought you were going to bed. Omnius. Okay, Omnius gets to he gets to put in a little bit of interference. 1, 2. Omnius gets what did I say? 2, and ERB gets 3. Omnius, Omnius, ERB, ERB, and ERB. ERB once for typing in exclamation mark giveaway, save and apply, and once for typing in 2 balls for typing in jiggity. I'll give it another 15 seconds. Anybody wants to type in jiggity, you get 2 balls. You're playing in an exclusive last minute qualifying game for Wednesday night's account. I know there's an 8-second delay, so I'll give it a little bit. Look at that beautiful spike. ERB, what do you got to do? Why you got to do a brother that way on me? Yeah, but he can't win anyways. All he can do is knock you out of the pit. But look at this setup. Is that a setup? You see, no, I can't call that. There's nothing there. If we would have touched VWAP, I would have loved it. I would have called it a trade on when this candle closes, if it closes bearish. But no, I can't call this one. I can't call this one. I can't take it. If there's a 50% retrace, there's nothing. A short. Can we get a short scalp? Not a short continuation trade. A little different. Like I said, I trade multiple setups. 927. Let's see if we get down to 927. If the ask can get under 927 and hold, we will have a short scalp. We have a short scalp, 927. We're targeting 920 with a 73% probability. And while we're watching that, or at least while I'm watching that, let's play the game at a really slow speed. We'll just keep ourselves entertained with the game. Apply settings. Check it. ERB, ERB, ERB. Okay, nobody typed in jiggity. Forever hold your peace. Save and apply and fire. There we go. It's going to be really slow. But I'm watching the markets. I'm targeting 24,920, 73% probability. This is a scalp. I'm just looking at this trade here. It is definitely not a trade. So how am I looking at it as a trade? If it's not a trade, I don't know. Make that make sense. Because that's called studying the charts, being a scholar of the markets. Target is 24,914 on the trade that's not a trade. And who just stopped out? Omnius. And on the scalp, target is 24,920. So we have 2 targets, 920 and 914. 920 is 73% probability. I don't have a probability on the 914. I have to talk to my mom, my boys, and even my boys wouldn't have a probability for you because I've taken what they taught me and made it my own. So come back in 6 months, I'll have a probability for you on this. But I do see that it is a recurring pattern because I do have a lot of chart time and market experience. So I have the advantage of knowing what I'm looking for and knowing what the markets do. Did we get down to 920? No, we didn't. Not yet. ERB, look at him floating on the right side all on his own. Ooh, he has a beautiful float pattern there. Really nice. I like what I see. You're going to hit the right pegs. You're going to get over onto the right side. ERB, I think you got it. I think you got it. I think you're going to float. I think this low gravity float you're doing might get you into the pit. Not on the first one. You're going to hit the floor on the first one. But I think you're going to get a nice deflection off a peg. And you got another ERB coming to help you on the right side. They only got one Omnius. We're watching it in slow motion because we got nothing else to do. In the meantime, I'm watching my 920 scalp. You got the wall keeping you on the right side. Protect. Wait till he gets 3 balls. I only get 1. No, you had 2. ERB, you've done it. You made it. You made it. ERB, you made it. 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 Guys, I'm calling it a night. Wednesday night is for the account. Way to go, ERB. You see, you typed in exclamation mark jiggity to make me happy, put a smile on my face, and you got an entry. Guys, thanks for showing up. I'm calling it an evening. I had fun. I appreciate your support. Like I said, use code Omnius if you're doing my funded. I don't know who it was. My funded network. If you're looking in there, they're having a 50% buy one get one, no activation fee. Omnius would appreciate it if you can use this code, which is Omnius, OMNIUS. And I'll be streaming tomorrow, 9:15 or earlier. And I'll let you know if I get stopped out on my 73% trade. That's not true. I won't remember. Take care, guys. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow. Bye.